Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode with me on Real Life Talk with Blessing. Today, I want to talk about something because a friend of mine decided to share her story anonymously. You see, there's this thing I call ghost husband. And you know, one thing I will always tell anybody, the best kind of revenge is success. So I saw a post on Facebook of a lady who called off her wedding on the morning of her wedding because she found out that the supposed groom was a married man with children who had lied to her all the years of their courtship. Seriously, it's so painful. You know, all the years she has wasted in a relationship that was full of lies. You know, I find it quite despicable that a man won't be bold enough to divorce one before going to another. A lot of men are ghosting their wives and children. Why is that becoming a norm? You do not only leave them physically, you also rip their heart out because it makes your family feel like you died. Do you know this friend of mine attempted suicide twice? She became a shadow of herself. She became a mental and an emotional wreck. Please, as you listen to her, learn something. Because there's a lot happening out there. This interview is quite a long one, so please, just be patient.
Hello everyone, a very good friend to Blessing Debuted, the anchor of this talk show. I'm here today to share my story in order to encourage someone out there who's passing through same problem or same pain. A few years ago, I came back from my show and my son ran to me, "Mom, did Dad call you today?" I said no. It's okay, no problem. The next day when I came back, it's okay, fine. Did they call you today around 2 to 4 this evening? I said no. I said, "Mom, I just did my findings. Daddy, I'll be talking to one particular lady. I went to check her DP. It's a lady, she's fair and all that." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yes." He said, "They're always on phone. They're always gisting and all that." I said, "Okay, no problem." So he will be asking the lady, "How's my baby?" So that drew my attention and I became very curious. Luckily for me, when I came back the next day, I met him in the bathroom taking his bath and his phone was right on the bed. You know women now. I rushed to the phone, opened the phone, it was not even locked. And what I saw, my husband be having an affair with a lady. I took the girl's number, stored it in my phone, and I started observing. I didn't ask him. I was calm. Started observing, and I noticed that he no longer sits in the living with us. Anytime I finish eating, you just go to the room, close the door, and start calling the lady on my matrimonial bed. The disrespect was so much. Even in the city room, even when he's going to school run, he calls the lady with the kids inside the car. Then my kids were 11 years, 9 years, 7 years respectively. So anytime they come back from school, they will always tell me, "Mom, look at the conversation today," and all that. I became more curious. Anytime I leave for work, normally his work schedule is 3 weeks, 5 weeks in, 2 weeks out. He wasn't longer coming home. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. My curiosity grew. That fateful day, we went out on a date. I was even the one that initiated that outing. While we were there, he was absent-minded. He was on phone chatting with someone, all that. And I planned it out. No woman now. When woman meet you, the devil will learn from woman. I made sure I drank very well. I stable my mind. I don't want drink. I owe my drink and I pour am for ground. When they not they look me, I will turn am for ground because I didn't want to drink. I wanted to be focused. That day was the day to do my findings. When we got home, should I serve you dinner? He said, okay, I'm coming, serve it. He went outside to make that particular call. I went through the balcony, came right behind him. I was listening to the conversation. He was like asking someone, how is she? Hope she doesn't need anything. Hope she's not stressing herself and all that. My curiosity grew. Right from behind him, I took the phone. If you see the gravity where I take that phone, even my thighs enough to collect them from my hand. I held the phone very tightly in my fist. I ran through the back door to the restroom. I locked myself inside. Luckily for me that day, my kids, they were not at home. We were at home alone. When he saw that I've gotten access to his phone, he ran away from the house. He drove off. And I locked the gate, locked the whole house. And lo and behold, I saw the shock of my life. When I entered his phone that night, I saw that my husband was married to the lady. The lady was pregnant, like 6 months, 7 months gone. I saw their portrait on the wall in that house. He rented an apartment, furnished, and all that. The car he just brought back, he seized that car since, took it away when he just bought it, an Islander. Took it away, the girl took pictures inside, pictures and all that. Hey, I saw the shock of my life. The man I was married to, the man that comes home, professed love to me, and all that, he was secretly married to another woman. Throughout the night, I did not allow the phone to sleep because when it sleeps, I will not be able to open it because I don't know the password to the phone. I sat down from 9 p.m. in the night till 6 in the morning. I was sweating. As I unveiled the phone, I saw things. I saw wickedness of man. The man that disvirgined me. The man that I've labored and suffered with for the past 23 years. The man I've given upkeep to. From the little upkeep my parents would give to me when I was in school, I would still give to him. The man that I married when he was earning just 19,000. The man that I married when he was still staying in one room in his father's house. The man that we did things, I practically do everything with him, support him in everything at the doors. That was the man that stabbed me right in the back. I died and I woke up. My parents came that day, everybody was like, wow, what is this? What is this? He said it was a mistake. Started begging. When he came back the next morning, the first thing I gave to him was a sound 3 slaps. But that did not change anything. Everybody started begging me, calm down. Meanwhile, I'll be asking, who is this lady? You say it's my boss's girlfriend. I didn't know it was actually his wife. He was married to the girl, native law and custom, traditional way in the north. I saw the picture of the wedding, how they were dancing, how they were spraying there and all that. I saw wickedness. I saw a demon that I've been married to for the past 16 years, 7 years in relationship, 16 years in marriage, 23 years of my life went down the drain. After the revelation, I still did not go. I stayed. They started begging me, calm down. After the lady I've given birth, she will come back home. The auntie came, my parents came. They started begging me, don't leave your home. And I stayed, but I was in pain. When my mates would be sleeping at night, I would be awake crying. I would be crying. I wanted to revenge. I needed to revenge, but all my life I've never visited a babalawo. I seek for solution everywhere, spiritual solution. How do I go about this? And the only thing I fell back to was prayer, fervent prayer. I took a seed, I went to the altar of God, I dropped a painful seed. I came back to my house. Every midnight, I would go naked, I would cry, I would pray, I would pray, I would pray. And lo and behold, God heard my prayer. When the girl gave birth, the baby died. The girl was like in coma for 3 months and air broke loose. It's your prayer you used to pray that killed the lady. For that singular act, I'm not coming back to you. I'm not marrying you again. God forbid I marry you. God forbid I do that. God forbid I do that. This man left the house the week the lady gave birth. I didn't see this man again. Called my husband for 1 year and 8 months. He was nowhere to be found. He did not come home. He barely sent money. I was like, what is this? After about 1 year and 8 months, he came. When he came, he knocked at the door. I will look through the window. I opened the door for him. He just entered as if nothing happened before. Where's the key to the car? And all that. Unknowingly to me, the girl was pregnant again and they had problem because there was no money. He came out to come and look for money. Entered the house and all that. Before I could come back home, he came back broke. I told my pastor said, just take him, don't pursue him, don't shout on him. And I taking him, served him. We were living as if nothing happened. Before I could come back from my shop one day, he has left again. That was when I got to know that the lady was pregnant again. We were now fighting over there because there was no money. That was why he came back home. To God be the glory. In the course of praying for him to change, in the course of praying for him to come back to his senses, because I was meant to realize that he was under a spell and all that. In the course of praying for him to turn a new leaf, God opened another chapter of my life. I call him the God that turned the wickedness of the wicked to testimony. I was praying. Anywhere I go, I kept praying for him. 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 I didn't know God had another plan for me. I was on the program 21 days fasting. I fasted my life and I became like sick. My parents were afraid I was going to die. My parents were afraid I was going to commit suicide. Actually, I attempted suicide twice. The first one, my daughter walked in as I was about to take the substance sniper. The second one, I said, let me just go to their room for the last time to see them before I would take the sniper. And something told me, that I think that voice was a voice from heaven. He said, why will you kill yourself over somebody that does not appreciate you when you are alive? Is it when you are not dead, they will not appreciate you? That was the voice that came that night. And I looked at my TV kids sleeping innocently and I dropped it. I cried, I cleaned my tears and I told God, Lord, let your will alone be done. Let your will alone be done. So my pastor placed me on the program that period and I was on it the second day. I was just lying on my son's bed when the call came. Will you walk? That was the question that came. I said, which one be this one? Will you walk? This is not actually what I'm praying for. What I'm praying for is for my husband to come back, not walk. And then the person asked me again, you will walk? I said, yes. I stammered. It's okay, send me your CV and all that. To cut the long story short, you see, when God is about to bless you, when God is about to occupy your life with good things, the old one, the dirty things, the wicked things, the irrelevant things have to leave your life for greater and better things to come in. And I submitted my CV. They didn't call me for exam, anything. The next day I was called for interview. When I went for the interview, they just asked me one question and said, you've gotten a job. So I'm talking now, I work in an oil company. Because when people heard my story, how I've suffered with this guy, how this guy was maltreating me, what this guy did to me, my maternal auntie took pity on me and gave me the job. God wiped my tears for me. Where I'm working now, I'm not his mate. We work in the same company, but a subsidiary. But I work with the head office. So no matter what you are passing through, no matter what that man is doing to you, as far as your hand is clear, your hands are clean, God is going to turn it around for good. When I was able to get hold of myself, when I saw the way he was behaving, I was not ready to change. I told myself, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I told my kids we are leaving. I said, Mommy, how? I said, we are leaving this house. So I started looking for accommodation. I said, God, give me accommodation that will suit my daily life, that will not stress me. The day I was to pay for the house, I cried. When I look at my account balance, as if I pay for this house, I pay for lawyer and the caution fee. How am I going to take care of these children? I wept. I cried my life. I cried my life. Around to 6 in the evening, I paid the money to the landlord's account. Before then, I was working from home because of COVID-19. So we are not paid yet because they've not documented us and all that. And he was not sending money. He was not calling. The only time he calls is when he's drunk. And you start saying all sort of rubbish. How is your boyfriend now? You don't get a boyfriend, all that. So I stopped picking his call. Before I packed out of his miserable home, I didn't pick his call for close to about 6 months. I was there. Even when I'm going in the streets, they'll be pointing. See the other woman where I tell you, say your husband run leave with 3 children. People were not pointing fingers at me. Me now, I don't care. When I'm going out like this, I'll clean up, fine up, wear my glasses, face my front. If they look at me too much, I'll just like speed past them. But I always see them pointing and all that. So I paid for the house that very day. That very day I paid for this house. Or the day God opened the door of finance for me. The salary they've been owing me for how many months? That very day, they paid me 7 months. That's how God does things. The day I took the bold step of stepping out of his house, or the day that God turned my story around, I left. And when I was packing away from that house, I left all his things. I only took the things that I bought. You know, men now, the one they believe say women, they support them. Now the day where I pack, another I know say I get things. Another I know say I have been contributing to that home. Another I know say I be pillar for that house. And I was like packing, I was telling the people that was helping me to pack, the packing boys, take this, take this, take this, take this, this is mine, take this. I found out that the only thing I don't have, and I'm not going to have that my new house, was anything pertaining living room. I took all my things and I left the zone there. I left. I told the landlady I'm going to start my life. I moved. And I moved. And I told myself and I told my kids, we're not going to revenge, but the best revenge is going to be success. I turned back and looked at the remaining things in the house and I told myself, for everything I left in this house, I'm going to acquire ×4 quality of this thing. No turning back. I told my children, vengeance is of the Lord. Karma will catch up with him. The best revenge is success. To God be the glory. I'm living fine with my kids, living better, living more comfortable. The problem that we women have is fear. Fear, number 1 factor. Number 2, what will people say? People will always talk. And fear is a killer of destiny. Fear. How can I be staying in a home that a man does not come home? He's in the bosom of another woman. When I left, I became free. I became very free. I became happier. I became more relieved. What will people say? People will always talk. I'm always happy. I'm always proud to tell my story. You run follow woman. There's nothing there. But the only thing I promised myself, I will not go down below where he left me. Higher I go. Before I left his house, there are some things I cannot afford. There are some things I cannot buy in bulk. But right now I do my things in bulk. I buy my things in bulk. And when he heard I packed out, he became angry. Why did I leave his house? Because I left his house, he started sending money. He started sending feeding allowance. He started sending that one. And I started seeking validation from people. What will I do? And all that. They asked me to take him to court. Some asked me to take him to human rights. Some asked me to take him to wherever. I still went back to prayer. And I told God, I said, God, you are the creator of judge. You are the creator of that lawyer. You are the creator of that organization, human rights. You are the Almighty God. And I told God, because he has failed in his responsibility as a father to these kids, I take over his mantle as the head of this family. There's nothing you can do about it. For denying these kids their daily food, their daily rights, their fatherly love, moral support, whatsoever it is that is giving you that strength to fight this family, I step into that shrine and take it over from you. That is it. Case closed. So, dear women, if a man is maltreating you and you don't have anything that you are doing for a living, oh boy, oh girl, you are in for it. What saved me was that I have been very industrious. Blessing can testify. I'm very industrious. Even when it was with the lady and came back, he could not pay school fees, I paid my kids' school fees. Almost 700,000. I paid. Because they pay on resumption before. Someone that works with an oil company, he could not afford school fees. The lady would drill all his money and push him home empty. And all that. I paid. There was a time he borrowed money from me, 550,000. The first person he sent money to from that money was the lady. No matter what you are passing through in that matrimony, no matter what that man is doing to you, no matter how he's treating you, the first thing you have to do is to break out. Because even if you die there, people will say, why did you not leave? The worst pain, the worst trauma, I will pray for anybody. I can't even pray for my enemy. It's an emotional trauma. You are dying inside, but you are smelling outside. If you cannot cope, if you cannot stay, kindly go. Leave. Move. And you see God will open doors for you as long as you are not the offender. When I started this work, I want to share this testimony. I don't share this particular testimony. When I started this job, when I resumed office May this year, because I'll be working from home. Promotion they'll be fighting for all this year that they've not done in that company for over 7 years. They initiated promotion. And funny enough, me that have not spent up to 1 year in the company, they promoted me. I was among those that they promoted. 100% salary promotion. They promoted me. People started asking, where were they yesterday? They not promote us. Who just they come? Who just they come? Who just they come? And they started asking me, they promote you? I said no. We gave a God will bless you, you become begin to deny the blessing. When he heard I was working, one person go run and tell us how they work. He started sending money totally. But I told God, for every food you deny these children, you will eat from the remain of their table. And so my prayer dey be. And so shall it be. My dear, wake up, get up, clean your eyes, go and bathe. Look good. Eat what you want to eat. If you don't have something doing, go and get something to do. Not come up for the house, if you're not getting what they do, just stay there. If you know the man is helping you out, stay there. But if you have something doing and you know that you can stand on your own, move. Emotional torture is the worst torture anybody can endure. I don't even pray for my enemy. Emotional torture is the worst torture I pray for any woman. I don't pray for any woman, sorry. If you are not happy, move. Thank you, and I hope you learn from this. This is the story of my life. Thank you. Blessing, I love you. I love you so much. You've been so good to me. You've been there. You've been my mentor. Hey, this is my friend. If I just bring the story call for where she did, she go just shout for me. You go insult me, and as you insult me, my sense will, my brain will reset. My brain will all reset. You will just curse me, finish me, do this one, do that one, do that one. She will just ease. My brain will all reset. She has been my strength. Blessing, you be my strength. You be my mentor. You've been there for me. Anytime I call, you always encourage me. You always give me that mind, that help my mind. You always, people will help my now. They get my, but they're very emotional. But blessing will just talk to me, cause me join the problem where I still there. I will laugh. From that laughter and that joke and that bogbas, my brain will reset. Now all the sense I pack, not today we are this. So love you, Blessing. Love you so much. Blessing, thank you for loving me so much. Thank you so much. Anytime I step into my home, when I'm back from work, I always smile, knowing fully well this is my home. You know when you are in a home that you have peace. There's nothing like peace. Peace is priceless. When you have peace, I told myself, what am I even doing here? Anytime it's around us, always drunk. Most of the children will now have to hold his arm into the house, carry him into the house and all that. It became a problem. Now the woman do more. So anytime we take them around us, it could be a problem. Would they insult me, do this one? The other man never tell me one day, say sorry. He was the keep saying that no, she not fit stay. She cannot go. I asked him, I said, choose between me and she. He said, cannot choose. If anybody that cannot stay should go. And all that. Thank God for my life. I was able to pull out stronger, better, smarter, happier. I say I love you so much. It took the grace of God for me to tell this story today. I always run from this story. Let me say I never get quiet time. Now run at the wrong. Because when I talk this story, they always keep my spirit. But today, they talk this story, I smile. They smile. Even when the emotion was about to set in, I kill him. He doesn't want crying over. Even the years I wasted was not wasted. I have 3 good, beautiful kids to show for it. Intelligent, smart kids. Wait, let me know what he did. If not, for see the dark. Maybe now when you go there, not just for both children, come see like your husband and children. And they let me know, like my spy. They did the FBI job for me, and I'm so super proud of them. And they're doing well academically. They're coming out better and better every week. I told them that the best revenge is success. The best revenge is for you to come out better men and women in the future, and they go see you and they go shame. They don't lack anything. I give them the best. Yeah, I do. What father and mother could not provide for them, I, the provider. I told myself, even if we not see money save, we'll live better, we'll travel. I owe you that. Love you, Blessing. Love you, everyone. Be strong for yourself. You owe yourself happiness. Don't seek for validation from people that are not valid. Most men are broken. Most men were not properly brought up. So they don't have any happiness to give to you. You owe yourself that happiness. You owe yourself that validation. You owe yourself that peace. If it's not give you that peace, bounce. Bounce. Anybody can't tell me now, can't seek for advice from me. I will ask you get what you do? Do you have anything doing? What do you want? I will ask you, what do you want to live? If you want to live, I will encourage you. If you don't want to live, Me, I don't want to hear say man dey maltreat woman. I don't want to hear that again for my life. I keep telling my kids, the day I will hear that you raise up your hand to eat a woman, your wife, I will come there, I will join the woman, I will beat you.
Hello, sir. Let me say this before you ghost your family. I would like you to know that it is very traumatic when you do such things to your family. See, it's crazy because you will just hear the husband vanished and then he goes to another place and gets married, and it's becoming a trend, which is absolutely ridiculous because for me, it's a weakling that will do something like that. The husband was away for almost 2 years. And to every woman or man who has been ghosted by your partner, I want to say something. Be strong for the sake of yourself and your children. Thank you so much for being with me. And I think I'm going to talk about ghosting in single folks, like single guys, single girls. You see, a guy will take you out and the next thing you won't hear from him anymore. And you'll be wondering, what have I done wrong? Did I do something? The guy will just ghost you. The babe will just ghost you. And you actually thought you guys were having a nice time. You guys were going. The chemistry was strong and everything. The next thing they ghost you.